Yeah, yesterday I was talking to a donor, and I work with the National Rifle Association. I don't work for them directly, but I work for one of their companies that they hire to do fundraising. And this gentleman was a full-blown conspiracy theorist. He didn't come right out and say it. He mentioned the progressives, and that the progressives had an agenda, and that our fight to save the Second Amendment was futile. And he pretty much gave the whole, I'd say what's his name, that Beck guy, or even better still, the Alex Jones. Yeah, he pretty much gave the Glenn Beck, Alex Jones view of history. And I espoused that. I kind of believed in that at one point. And I do, to a certain point, I do agree with him. But he was just pretty much bleak about it. He was pretty much very depressed, very sad. Had the feeling that it had been lost. And there's a lot of people out there who think that it's lost, that we've lost, that America's lost. The fact that elderly women have a significant amount of income, the fact that elderly women have good medical care, the Medicare and the Medicaid, the fact that we have a safety net in this country, all that was lost on him. All those were losses. All those represented more government, which automatically meant less freedom. It was a loss. There was no calculating going on, no kind of analysis. And I beg to differ. I beg to differ a lot. I think there's trade-offs with all this stuff, but who wants to say that, who comes up to you, talk to anybody, do they consider the fact that it was just in the last 50 years that we even had a middle class of any significance in the United States? That in 1900, people lived to be 50 years old. They died of infections. They died of flu. They died of minor diseases. They might scratch themselves. They died of things that they can fix in an emergency room. And none of that's figured in. None of that's part of the calculation. Now, do I think in my lifetime we've had significant losses? Do I think that the money powers, whether they be represented as the liberal establishment or as the progressives like to say, the corporate establishment, have they made gains in the last 30 years? Yeah, I think they have. But I just think that the people are just way too bleak, both the left and the right. I mean, if you listen to that Chris Hedges, it's like it's over. We're all going to be dead soon. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. And it was just interesting to listen to a guy who had a similar position that I did a couple of years ago, and to think, wow. Anyway, make some comments, make some suggestions. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.